Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sam, my case actress. Welcome back to another video. Today we are here inside of Madden 25-6, and I decided that we were going to be starting a new franchise. The reason why is because the Saints franchise, the team kind of already did better than I thought they would do in a rebuild, so I kind of got a little, like, iffy about it. So I wasn't having as much fun. So we're going to take over a new team, and what better team to do than the Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr has been hired to take over for Pete Carroll as the head coach of the Raiders. So, as we do with everything, we're going to take a look and we're going to break down this roster. This roster isn't very good at all. So, we're going to break it down. Quarterback, Geno Smith. The point of this rebuild is get a new quarterback. So, Geno Smith was traded to the Seahawks at the beginning of the year, and he was just terrible. Very, very bad. Didn't play great football at all. Then you got Aiden O'Connell, who honestly, what I might do is for these last few games, because like I'm starting in week 16, is I might just trade, is I might just bench Chino and start Aiden O'Connell or Kenny Pickett. Start either of those guys. These guys aren't, none of them are really good options at quarterback. I mean, you take a look at, let's take a look at Gino's stats this year. I can tell you they're not good. 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 29 sacks. Hasn't been great. So I think we're definitely going to get a new quarterback. Running back is probably one of like three positions that are set on this team. So Ashton Genty, 21-year-old rookie, 21-year-old rookie has had almost 1,000 yards total yards despite despite having a terrible O line and team and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is build around Genty. He's on in the run game. Then we got Raheem Mostert, Samir White, Dylan Love. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, when the off season comes, I'm going to pretty much let a lot of like the veterans and stuff walk. I'll sign a few veterans, but like Raheem Mostert won't be back. I'm going to try to get a fullback. We don't have receivers. This is where it's really bad. We got Trey Tucker, who's our wide receiver one. He's 24, 78 overall. So we have to definitely improve this core. Tyler Lockett, definitely not bringing him back. There's a lot of young guys. Jack Beck could be really interesting. He's 72 overall, hidden dev. Could be really interesting. But yeah, there's really no good receivers on this team out of this core. Got to focus on getting younger there and getting a true wide receiver one. Tight end. Now this is where it comes. Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, one of the best tight ends in the game already. He's so young, but he's one of the best tight ends in the league already. Gonna build around him in the pass game as well as I'm gonna try to turn the Raiders into a powerhouse in a tough division. Michael Mayer, I might trade Michael Mayer only so that way he could get a starting job. I mean, he's normal dev, so he's nothing special, but the Raiders playbook I've noticed has a lot of fullback stuff, so he acts as the primary fullback. Then we got Ian Thomas and Carter Runyon, two guys who probably aren't gonna. This is where things fall off. O-line. Colton Miller, you got really solid 92 overall, superstar or star dev. He's really good, 92 overall. Then the rest of the O-line is where we need. I mean, you got Jackson Powers Johnson, who is hurt, but was pretty solid when he played. So I'm gonna try to keep him on the team for next year. And then these guys, like, yeah, this O-line is pretty terrible. And now this is where we start the question: is Max Crosby? Obviously, one of the best edge rushers in the game, 97 overall, 28 years old. He's got superstar X factor, but the question becomes, what do we do with him? He's at 10 sacks this year. That contract is a lot, but we could move him and get a plethora of draft picks and a young player and build around there, but then we lose the offense side of things. Malcolm Kuntz and Tyree Wilson on the other side. Wilson was supposed to, be this. Wilson was supposed to be this, like, supposed to be this really great talent, and he just hasn't shown it. This defense is pretty bad. I mean, look at this. 73 overall, really. I mean, there's this guy who's a rookie, but he's probably normal dev. Yeah. Normal dev. Not a good. No one has this. Elandon Roberts is pretty solid, but he's 31. I'm probably going to let him go. Because he's a bridge player, nothing more. Will Jamal Adams, yeah, I could probably let these guys go too. I might bring Jamal Adams back, but it'd be as a depth piece. Nothing else. And this is where it's bad too, the secondary. Eric Stokes is our #1 corner, and he hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been obviously cornerback 1 material, which obviously for the Raiders, we gotta just fix that around. We gotta fix that around because they did let Nate Hobbs go and stuff. So Lonnie Johnson is, this team is, and I mean you got Jeremy Chin, who's pretty solid too. He's pretty good. I mean, how long does he have on his contract? I mean, he's got a 2-year deal. I'll probably keep him around for 2026. He's pretty solid. We're gonna make him a captain. Actually, we're gonna keep him around. I think so. Kicker, you got Daniel Carlson and AJ Cole. So here's draft picks. We got a total of 8 draft picks for 2026. My focus is I wanna build all these up. I wanna turn them into. So what I'm actually gonna do, and I don't like to do this, but since this Week 16 game already happened in real life, what I'm going to do is I'm going to force win the Texans. So that way we can move to Week 17 and like be where we are really. If that makes sense. So like right now we're supposed to be 2-13. Let's just take a look at the college players, how things are going. Let's take a look at the prospects. Dante Hess from Wisconsin. This is how you know this game isn't realistic, because Wisconsin would never have a quarterback projected in the top 5 ever, probably even in the first round. Strong arm quarterback. I'm gonna set him at the board though. He's not the greatest. How about this guy, Matthew Rogers? I do like this guy. Now, what I could do is I don't necessarily have to draft a quarterback this year. All I do know is for this that that obviously he won't be the quarterback. That we will have a new quarterback in 2026. It won't be Geno Smith. Whether I sign somebody for a year as a bridge quarterback, it won't be Geno Smith. I know I did the Raiders in another sim for free, like in my free time, and he retired after the first year. So maybe he retires and we don't have to pay him. He can just retire. But at the same time, it's like, at the same time though, it's like, do I want that, or do I just want to move on? So we'll see. 1 new injury. Jack, yeah. So, I didn't even realize Colton Miller was on the IR. So, well, I mean, team was cooked anyways. Upgrade some players. I mean, the team's cooked anyways, so there's not much to do. Jamin Davis was signed off the practice squad. Let's take a look at just some players that are ready to negotiate to like half of our team. Stokes and Jamal Adams have interest. So does Zamir White. We have right now 140 in cap space, 140 million in cap space to play with. I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. So, oh my god, Giants have a lot of guys out. So we'll just sim another week, just cause I feel like it. Get to the end of the season, can figure out where things are going right and where things are going wrong. 2-14, yeah. It's where I expected. It's all about where I expected, so nothing too flashy. Right where I expected us to be. Hey, Jeremy Shin's got an upgrade though. Oh no. Just take a look here. We obviously got the building blocks of a really good team. I'm not. What am I saying? Not a good team. We are pretty much finished for 2025. 2026 is going to be like the main. That's why I'm doing it how I am. Because 2026 is going to be like the year where like I start to. Do I want to give anybody a contract right now? Only for depth purposes. Only for depth purposes, I'm going to give Eric Stokes a contract. Just so that way we have at least one decent corner for 2026. Because there's really no one else I want to keep. I mean, maybe Darnay Holmes. I'm going to try to bring back some depth, like Zamir White too, maybe. Maybe Jamal Adams, but I'm not going to, like, bring back everybody. I want to see where I can get some. I want to see where I can get some semblance of what we are supposed to do to the team. So pretty much my goals for this franchise are going to be eventually get the quarterback of the future, rebuild the O-line, build a good defense, and build around Ashton Genty. Like, those are my goals because, well, this team is not, I mean, you can look, 76 overall defense, 80 offense. Like, a lot has to be done to fix this team, and I don't know if we can all do it in 1 year. So it's going to be, what I might do is I might just do increments for videos. Like, I might just do, like, like every few weeks, that, like, in universe, like, I'm not going to, like, go week by week because that's would take too much time, and there's other videos that I want to release and stuff. So, yeah. With that being said, I think we're going to wrap up here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.